What's going on, guys? Alright, I want to thank you guys so much for this continued support on all my videos. Seriously, it's been amazing. Okay, so today I'm going to be trying something just a little bit different, and I hope you guys like it, and if you don't be afraid to tell me that you don't like it. So, here you go, my first top 10. I'm going to do the top 10 most good Undertale characters. Now, these are not necessarily my favorite characters. They are just the ones that are the most pure and the least seemingly, corrupt by the world. So, let's start with number 10. My number 10 choice is Frisk or Kara, because if you are Frisk, you can be a savior and reconcile humans and monsters and unite the worlds and just do amazing things. Or, as Kara, you can decide to wipe out the entire world and beyond that, entire timelines, making you either one of the most good characters or one of the most sick and twisted characters in the whole game. Number 9 is Toriel, seemingly purely a good character and the first one you meet. And, if you're doing a genocide run or just don't know how to play Beard Brothers, then she is extremely painful to kill, even if, it's just to try and get to the Sans fight. But while she is very good, she doesn't really forgive Asgore for something he never even did, so that's why she's a bit lower on this list. Number 8 is Mettaton, who is obviously the most fabulous character with one of the coolest battle systems with the whole rating idea. She's the only one that allows your heart to attack, and she really just wants to fit in, as she's, different than all of the other bosses that you face in the entire game. Number 7 is Alphys. She is obviously pretty good because, as the only scientist, other than Sans, but Sans doesn't really count, because never mind. But nonetheless, the only scientist, and she created she created Mettaton, and she has enabled a lot of different characters, all in the name of science, to increase understanding, making her, although she has made some mistakes, a very good character. Number 6 is Undyne. She's the only monster shown using determination, which automatically ups her in, coolness. And she cares so much about Papyrus, and if you're a pacifist, a whole lot about you, and does everything to protect the king from danger as the main royal guard. And she's the only one where you have to be completely good for her to be your friend. Number 5 is Asgore. Now, a lot of people see Asgore as a bad guy, as he tried to, kill 7 children and things like that. But as I've said, he doesn't do any of that, and especially not for his own benefit. He only wants to protect the monsters, and it's not even really about revenge for his child. He just doesn't want anyone else to have to get hurt, which is a very good and honest thing to do, even if his methods are a bit questionable, even though he doesn't kill the children. Number 4 is Flowey, or Azrael. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why is Flowey number 4 in good characters? Well, as I said, Flowey never really learned the difference between good and evil. And so me calling Flowey good is not that much of a stretch, considering Flowey doesn't know a whole lot about, not being what Flowey is. And so I would just call Flowey the most good bad guy in the game. Number 3 is Sans. Obviously, Sans had to be pretty high on this list. He cares a lot about his brother. He obviously cares about Toriel because he made the promise to protect you. He cares about you. It's amazing. He seems to care about everybody. But the reason he's not number 1 is because he is completely willing to break a promise if he thinks it means he can protect other people, whether or not he can. Number 2 is Papyrus. And he's so high basically because he's so naive and doesn't really know enough to be evil. He's goofy, he's the comic relief, he's caring, he's friendly, he's a dork, but he's not evil. And finally, number 1, and this is probably going to surprise you guys. My number 1 choice is Muffet, because while Muffet is not a major character and, does not try to save the world or anything like that. She is the queen of the spiders and does everything in her power to protect the spiders and to benefit the spiders, and just does what every ruler should do, even to the point of death and beyond that. So everything she has done is to raise money and, help her people, which is very amazing and very honorable. So, thank you guys for watching my first top 10. Comment if you liked it or if you hated it, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Stay determined. Bye.